4K.
And Howard, you have to turn off that sound effect during the show. Okay. Well, thank you, but I hear like water dropping, and I think there's a leak.
Khalil can do that with his. Yeah, Khalil does that too.
What is that?
It's.
When is Khalil finally coming up here? He's the stuff of legend.
Can you teach me how to do that?
Do it
Because
again.
Khalil can't teach me how to do
again.
it.
15
Well, obviously they sampled it and put it in Howard's phone.
Will you teach me how to
No,
do it?
it was Matt.
But
It's
teach.
Matt every time.
And Java's dead.
5.
Hey.
4.
Our place where we can dream and share it. Our place, you'll find a friend to care.
Oh, hi. Howard was bothering me. It's not. I would have been completely ready to start the show and open it professionally, like a journalist, like the host of a show. But right as I was about to start talking, Howard starts snapping and pointing. Now, raise your hand if you wouldn't find that distracting. It's a double negative. Never mind. Here's the script, Howard. Fine. I'm Louise Planker, your stunning host. I am the host of Our Place Out Loud. It's the show where we talk to teens about teens. And so we've got a panel full of teens. We've got Jake in the studio. We've got Maddie, Ryan, Kimute, Sio, Olivia. And if you're a teenager and you're in the neighborhood, come on by. Here we are. So I'm Louise Palanker, and we have some news before we get to the questions about growing up and other such important matters. We have some updates. I understand that Olivia has received some very good news of the college agenda subject matter. Yes?
Yeah, I got accepted to Columbia College Chicago. So
Sweet.
That's fun.
And because if you had said it's in Colombia, I would have said, is it safe? Because, there's a lot of war-torn nations south of the border, but it's not in Colombia.
No.
No, it's in Chicago.
It is.
Okay, not to be confused with the Columbia that's in New York City,
Exactly.
which is a different place altogether.
It's university, and this is college.
So what type of neighborhood will you be in at the Columbia of Chicago?
It's just in the heart of Chicago, and it's going to be fun.
Okay, you're going to call Joanna?
Sure.
Okay, great. So that's my cousin who just had baby Rowan, who you'll get to...
I can
Yeah, you'd
take
be
the baby.
great.
Not take the baby. I'll take care of the baby.
They will want their baby back at some point.
I'd give it back. I
And
wouldn't want
Jakey
to have
and
that.
I have some important news to report. I humiliated Jakey by going to his robotics competition. I was ordered not to attend, and yet I showed up.
Easy.
And not only did I show up with a camera. So Jake hasn't spoken to me, but hopefully he'll speak to you guys about the robotics tournament. I found it all very exciting. So take it away, Jake. A robotics update, please.
Okay. Am I on camera? I am on camera.
Yes.
Okay. You can
Almost.
see this. This is a pin from my robotics convention. It is the first league of robotics, and it's a thing where schools or other clubs have groups of people when they build a robot, and then at the end of the 3 months we compete, and we have to do a challenge. This year we had to put things on rings. So for the past
No,
3
you put
months,
rings on things. I was there. I
we
watched.
put rings on
5
things,
hours of
yes.
this, so
Things
I
on
know what
rings on rings
happened.
on things.
Rings were put on things
Rings were put on
For
things.
5
Yes.
hours. Trish, could you get up and turn that camera so that it's
We
a
are
little
turning this camera.
so
Okay,
that we
anyway,
see more of Jake?
I
because
think
it's
that's a Dr. Seuss book. Things on rings and
things on rings and
rings
things.
and things. And
No, we need to see Maddie.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Perfect.
King of rings and things.
Okay,
We good?
so go
We're
ahead.
good.
So your team was called I called you Big V because everyone on their team had a V.
We are
For the name of the
Vistamar
school.
Robotics, but our robot's name was Panthalops, which
Oh,
is
why?
It is the genus name of the Tibetan antelope, which was like the coolest name we could think of. And we had masks that looked like antelope, and we had horns.
Oh, well,
No,
that
but
explains
like-
a lot of what I was looking
Like
at.
robotic antelopes. They
I
were
was-
sweet masks.
I was very confused by a lot of it. But if you put a lot of smart kids on a team together, you're going to end up with things that other people can't pronounce. So you guys were doing really well. You were beating everybody. And then there was some sort of incident.
For the longest time, we were in first place.
Again, with 25 teams.
Yeah, there
From
were like,
all over
yeah.
Southern California.
Yeah.
It was really
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you very much.
Go Big V.
And then we had one game where our autonomous didn't work, which is, I could explain it, but it would take too long. that was very crucial. We were actually going to get 50 points, which is quite a lot, considering the highest amount of points ever gotten in one game was 150.
That is where you pre-program your robot to go and do a maneuver and put a ring on a thing, right?
Yes.
I explained
yes.
it well, right?
Yes, you did.
5 hours of this.
Yes.
Go.
And then our teammates, they were broken. The other two people just smashed our robot to pieces because apparently they don't care if they do that anymore.
They played very defensively.
Yeah, they played defensively, but it was rather aggressive defense. And after that, we were still in second, which was good, and we made it into the alliance section, which is where you team up with other teams, and then you...
The finals.
Yeah, the finals, pretty much. We didn't win in there, but we fought well.
You tied at one point.
Yeah, we tied, and then we lost 2 games in a row.
So it was, and you had fun.
What? Oh. Yes, I had fun, and at the end, we won a Spirit Award for being awesome and screaming a lot when things happened.
I would think it was your antelope
and we had
headgear.
awesome masks.
Yeah.
And we won a Promote Award because Chili is the greatest
Chili.
filmmaker of all time.
He really is.
And in one day, on the due day, he started and finished a movie that beat out every single other movie. Because you could present a 1-minute movie for your team that promotes your team.
Cool.
And he made it in one day and beat every single other person.
I didn't know. I didn't see the movie part of it. Did I miss that part?
Yeah, you
In
did.
the 5 hours that I was there?
Wait,
Hard
Yeah.
to believe.
Jake, you also didn't explain that you guys are moving on to the next competition too because you placed well enough in this one.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, we won enough trophies that we're doing this again in a month, which is going to be fun.
Oh,
but
all
kinda
right. I will
stressful.
clear my schedule. So at one point, so there
And
I
your
am
hard drive.
taking pictures of Jake with his friends, and at one point he gave me the death stare, and that looks a little something. This is the look I get when I am taking pictures of Jake, and he would prefer that I don't. That's it.
I get it when I say something stupid.
That's a death stare, and I just kind of I hope he'll speak to me again, but you just have to wait it out. So we're at 888-531-7171. Please give us a call if you know anything about robotics. Ryan also has some news. He's got a career path
shout-outs.
change. Oh, shout outs, yes.
Oh, but I can talk about that
Sure.
vaguely. I really want to start a sports magazine rather than be a sportscaster. But
Hope.
as Howard said, if everyone says that the magazines are going to die, I should side with everyone on that one.
No, because digital magazines are alive.
Yeah.
So digital magazines are cool because they can have little movies in them and
Yeah.
have all kinds of stuff.
And you can get followers by being a sportscaster first.
All right.
All right, go ahead, shout outs.
All right, shout-outs. Okay, so Isabellana, 58, Sapphire, Smiley Face 000, I Like Fish 999, Cats Go Rawr, it's your birthday, so happy birthday. Dogs Rock, Tiny is awesome, Assassin, Super Pandas, Wish Upon a Star, and Animalista.
Yay! Shout outs to everybody. We love you. All right.
Oh,
this
and
one-
Ravenclaw. Sorry.
Okay, so Jenny, I guess, organized the new CEOs and gave everybody new. And I just want to say that I don't want to give away GK Girls section because I would like to hear from someone who knows her if she's officially never coming back before we just give away her section. So hopefully one of these isn't going to her section because I don't honestly know what I should. There's too many CEOs. I'm sorry. I do my best. I love you. The new CEOs assigned sections are as follows. Gerard My Love 41 is getting debating. Like a Boss is getting humor as predicted. Gaga, of course, is getting Glee. Rock On is getting School. Gazzy is getting TV and movies. Charlie Twiz is getting Confessions and Apologies. And yay, Big Snaps. Everyone is going to be awesome at that. And if you want to have contests and give away T-shirts, please just send me the winners' information at ourplacephoto@gmail.com. Rainbow Girl writes, "What do I do, please? So this boy I likes me back, but I am too scared to give him stuff for Valentine's Day, and I want to and stuff, but I just can't. I don't know what anything the boys would like for Valentine's Day, but not too sweet just to make him happy, I guess. Thanks." So I thought this was a good question because I've been getting a lot of similar questions about what boys like for Valentine's Day, and we've got some boys in the room. So I was thinking you can't go wrong with chocolate unless the person's a diabetic, but I think boys also like stuffed animals too if it comes from a girl.
Oh, yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
No, I mean, like, if a girl gave me, like, a teddy bear,
Yeah.
I would be like, hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
If a guy gave it to me, I'd be like, what? But,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah. It'd be like, hey, teddy bear bromance. Whoop. All right.
Yeah.
Olivia seems to know. Go.
I don't think you have to do anything like too crazy. Like you don't need to go out and get his favorite album signed by his favorite band. But like
You
I
could
mean,
if you wanted
you,
to.
Yeah.
you could, but I mean that's
You probably should try. You
yeah.
should get Ryan a football signed by Kobe Bryant.
Yes,
And
because
that's funny
he's my
'cause he
favorite.
doesn't play
He's my
Yeah.
favorite golfer ever.
I think writing just a little note in a card with a heart on it is also fine, especially if it's just you like the guy and you're not like actually together.
Yet.
You know?
See, we're using this as an opening. Like, is Valentine's Day? I tell kids every year Valentine's Day is a good opportunity to like go for that crush and just go for it. Why not take the opportunity? Q.
I think you can really get anything for the guy. Just the fact that they're getting something is nice. Just as long as it's not like something weird, like you get them makeup or something. Like
Or
something-
wire clippers or
Yeah.
something that, apropos of nothing.
Yeah.
Jakey.
It is seriously just the thought that counts. You could get him a candy bar from a vending machine, and he'd be fine with that. If there's a nice
If
card
he's a
involved.
good guy.
Yeah, that too.
My friend forgot to get something, so he bought his girlfriend something from the vending machine last year. Oh
Okay,
well,
well,
yeah, if you're
Well,
together, that's
Oh,
bad.
I know it was bad, but I mean, you know,
Yeah, if you're already together, well, you have to establish your Valentine's Day tradition, because if you just decided, we're not doing anything for Valentine's Day, then that's cool. But that's cool for after you're married, I think, because there's enough stuff to celebrate. You've got your anniversary, you've got each birthdays, you've got Hanukkah and Christmas, all that. So if you just look at each other and go like, you know what, I love you. All right, let's
yeah,
we're good. Let's
Yeah.
keep going, because it's like more stuff that you have to think about getting, and there's already a lot of shopping days lined up for couples. So Ryan, what were you gonna say?
I was also going to say that I think on Valentine's Day, at least, guys think a lot more about giving than getting. At least for Valentine's Day.
Not my husband. Nope, because on our first Valentine's Day together, I got him something like really nice, and he had nothing for me. So he took me to like CVS and said, pick out a frame, and I was like, okay, I guess we're not doing Valentine's Day because this is not washing. But we're very happy. It was just that wasn't his thing. So, and I'm like not.
Pick out a
I'm,
frame.
Pick out a frame. I'm like.
Did he frame a picture
CVS?
at least, or did he just give
Olivia?
you the frame?
I don't know.
It's CVS. He goes, yeah, we'll put a picture of us in it. No, this is not what I want to do. Let's
Take me to Mathis Brothers at least. I'm not going to settle for CVS.
Yeah, at least.
Wait, is
So,
that? Wait, maybe
Aaron Brothers?
Aaron's
that's. Oh yeah,
foot,
that
yeah.
Mathis is like the couches and
Yes,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
very forward. A
All right,
bed.
my bad.
Please. Yes, get a couch. So Maddie, have you ever given something to a boy on Valentine's Day as like, okay, it's Valentine's Day, I'll let him know that how I feel?
You know, no.
Not yet. You're still
No.
too young. You're not even in high school yet, right?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
But I'm old enough to be in high school. I just my parents thought it would be better for me to be the oldest one in the grade than the
So are you
youngest.
gonna this Valentine's Day? Are you gonna see any classmates give something to someone on Valentine's Day that they're not yet dating?
Oh, yeah. I think my friend likes this guy, and I think I'm not sure if he likes her, but I know that she's planning on giving him like a small box of chocolate.
Okay, that's perfect. Small box of chocolate. Does anyone have any Valentine's Day hints, secrets, cheats, tricks? Olivia?
Food is always awesome. So not just
Always.
like a small box of chocolates, but like if you make someone French toast and then you bring it to school when it's still hot.
What?
Yeah, that's
is that
the
a thing?
best. That it was a thing for me once. I got French toast.
Someone gave you French toast?
Yeah,
Did it have syrup on it?
it did.
Was it
and
Aunt Jemima
strawberry puree.
I hope you're married to that person.
I'm not, and I don't want to be.
But,
But
wow.
But you got
It's
French
epic.
toast.
It's pretty epic.
yeah.
Sio?
All right, so this doesn't really work with everybody.
Right? Oh,
In
God,
our
what's
group-
she going to say? This girl terrifies me. Go ahead.
In our group of friends, one of my friends' birthdays is on Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God. If she's already laughing, this is going to be really creepy.
Just end the show
Because
right now.
usually she just says stuff and, like, lets it lay there.
We got her a card. I forgot what it said, but it had a dead rat on it.
Oh,
It was so freaking funny. And she
Like a real dead rat.
like a picture of a dead rat on it, and inside it was like "Happy Birthday" and Valentine's Day or something.
Oh, my
What? And
God.
where did what?
Okay.
Okay, but It doesn't work for everyone, obviously.
No,
but
I would say, proceed with caution.
Let's stay away from that
when
one.
it comes
Yeah.
to dead rodents on cards. Ryan.
I know last year what I did, even though I wasn't giving it to a guy, I was giving it to my girlfriend. But I took all the stuff out of her locker, put it in my locker because I don't use my locker, and I filled her locker with like bags of candy, and then put a bracelet at the bottom of the candy. And there was a teddy bear sitting on the top of the mountain.
Cute,
Aw.
ladies. Round of applause for Ryan. A+. That was excellent.
Wait, what? Well, I mean, 4 months later we broke up, but I don't think it was because of that.
It was 4 months later. So
Yeah.
there you go.
She was like, "Where's all my stuff? I hate you."
And I was broke, so I mean.
Olivia.
I have another CO, a friend whose birthday is on Valentine's Day. So I bake a lot. If you guys didn't know that already, like a lot, and he loves Harry Potter almost as much as I love Harry Potter. So last year for his birthday, if you guys seen the first movie of Harry Potter, Hagrid makes this cake for Harry that says "Happy Birthday, Harry," and it's all messed up. So I did that. It was a double chocolate cake. So it was chocolate with chocolate chips, and then a Nutella buttercream in the middle, and then a vanilla buttercream to
Oh my god.
ice it. And so that was fun.
It's my birthday.
And then his girlfriend, who's my best friend, she did a cake too, and half of it was a Valentine's Day cake, and then the other half was a birthday cake.
Oh my God. Is he still in a coma?
Okay, he eats everything. He actually eats everything, and he's this big, and I don't understand
Sounds
it.
like me.
Hate him. Kyo. Talk.
As far as gift giving goes, like find something that is like unique about them. It doesn't have to be big, but like that's I think that's a good thing to think about because it shows that you were thinking about them when you
Mhm.
bought the gift.
I love it. Maddie?
So I had to go into detail, but there's this couple at my school, and yes, they're in my grade. And they tend to have a lot of PDAs.
Aw.
Which-
8th
Yeah.
graders?
Yeah, which
Ew.
I mean, most of it is like normal and not like too out of the ordinary. But
Mhm.
like, don't think that Valentine's Day is an excuse to like way overdo it at school if you are a couple with
Mhm.
someone. For all
Yeah.
of you out there,
I
It-
agree.
yeah.
All right, we're going to move
not
on.
school.
We are
Or
Art
with a
Place
cat.
Out Loud. I'm Louise Planker. We're here with Maddie, Jake, Brian, Kimute, Sio, Olivia, and all other lots of interesting people. You can give us a call at 888-531-7171. This question is coming in from Super Pandas. Hi, Wheezy Bear. You told me to ask you this again closer to Opal, so here goes. And I like to give her credit because she asked this question like on the hour, every hour for the last 24 hours, so good job. I like this guy named Bradley, and he's in my math class. He's in 7th grade, and I'm in 6th grade. I'm in advanced math. He has a girlfriend named Avon. She's also in 7th grade. I met Avon a while ago at a roller skating place. I got her number, and we became friends. I asked for Bradley's number, and she gave it to me because she knew I was in his math class. Once Bradley and I started talking out of class, a crush developed. Avon was the first person I told because I thought that she deserved to know. She was totally fine with it. I told Bradley a while afterwards, and he was cool with it too. So I guess my question is, would it be okay to date Bradley once him and Avon break up? Is there anything I need to do before I ask him out? If you could you please feature this on Opal because I'd really like the opinions from the teen panel. Thanks so much, Wheezy. Take it away, Ryan.
I just think that ample time is needed
Yeah.
between when Avon and Bradley break up and you and Bradley start dating, because for 2 reasons. One, that could give the message that Bradley's breaking up with Avon for you.
Mm-hmm.
That could also give the message that you don't really care about Avon and you're just snatching Bradley right up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that Bradley doesn't care about Avon and that was
Mhm.
just kind of like a meh. It's over. Next. You know what I mean?
So the buffer
Like-
period is essential.
It's very essential.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Olivia?
And a buffer period isn't 2 weeks; it's like 2 months. Like
I agree. So
actually
even at your
give it
guys'
time.
age?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It's
I
tough,
mean-
but it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Because that's the grown-up is 2 months. So I was thinking everything kind of moves quicker at your age, but okay. I respect that. Sio.
Also, why are you assuming they're gonna break up? Like you said, once they break up, when should I go out with him?
Well, let's say she's in 8th grade. You assume that most relationships sort of run their course at that age, although every now and then you'll meet a couple who's like in their 50s, and they'll say we met in 8th grade. So
Oh, yeah, I know one of
you
them.
just never know. Yeah, you. I mean, I'm not trying to discourage you, pandas,
Me
because
neither.
they probably will break up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would say that it's presumptive to say once they break up. Like, you're just standing on the sidelines with your arms crossed, waiting.
Yeah. Also, like, look, don't him. Because, like, what if you find someone who you like better, and then it's like you don't even need a buffering
Exactly,
period.
like-
you can just
Exactly.
Unless-
Don't just
unless he
wait
has a girlfriend, too.
Don't. Yeah, don't just stand there on the sidelines watching the relationship and waiting for a catastrophe to strike.
Yeah.
Olivia.
I just think it's cool how mature even Bradley and Pandas are in this situation where she
yeah.
just told them and they were like, okay, that's
people
cool.
like people. That's
Yeah.
cool. Thanks for telling us.
I just want that to guys do that more often.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on,
really,
people.
we talk about that a lot. Like we talk about like just be clear, tell them how you feel, and then boom, it worked perfectly.
Yeah. Come
Exactly. Although, like, I don't know if that works for grown-ups, because if someone comes up to me and goes like, I really like your husband, and
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for you guys to break up.
Well, you're married, and
Ooh.
like you've been married for a long time.
I haven't been married for a long time. I've only been married for like a year and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. And you haven't been married for a long time.
We were dating for like 4 years before
Yeah.
we got
on. Yeah,
married.
that counts.
Yeah.
He was at my bat mitzvah,
He
so
was.
that you guys were basically married then.
That was a super bot.
Yeah, like my mom is basically married to her boyfriend, but they're not
We
married.
got a picture taken in the photo booth at your bot.
Yeah, you did. I have a
Yeah.
copy.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You should bring that in.
I should.
bar mitzvah.
CO.
if someone came up to me and said they had a crush on my boyfriend, I would be, oh yeah, okay, and then like when they walked away, I'd be like, they better not touch him, because if they touch him, like I'm gonna come out like, ooh, I'd be so defensive.
She
like,
gonna cut you.
You don't understand. Like,
But like you're
hate that. Like, oh, I have a crush. Oh, thanks for telling me. I'm gonna take that
I know,
very
like
well.
the whole thing is just like super mature. I can kind of get that. Yeah, this whole dating thing is really just a process to get us used to talking to boys. And
I hate it. Like,
let me go to the 8th grader.
okay.
Yep. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I love it.
I mean, I hate to say this, but that does actually sound like an exception, because let me just tell you, people are not mature enough in 8th grade to be like, oh, you like the guy I'm like I like, and yeah, and we're dating, and no. That's like, I mean, there would be a huge explosion of
Right.
emotions and
So-
everything.
So does it almost sound like Avon's like, you like Bradley? Please take him. Please.
Well, that
Oh my
could be
God,
what's
call me
happening.
later. You need to take him.
But it's like, like if that happened in my grade, there would literally, I mean, it would be like, you little,
You need to back off.
like, exactly. So, I mean, it would be absolute explosion. So, I mean, I don't want to, like,
So this
say
is
against, saying how you feel, but just be careful, because if people have a hot temper, you do not want to go near
You
that.
don't. Okay, so
Okay. The other thing is like, it depends if I if I think that they're better than me. But I think a lot of people are better than me. No, I do. And it's like, if I don't think...
You're expressing a lot today.
that is what goes through your mind.
No, that is. It's like, oh, are
Wait,
you...
like,
is there
hold
something you
on.
have that I don't? If there is, then I'm like, oh, well, why don't you keep that to yourself? And then I won't have to be mad at you. For them
Better than me. Got to eliminate it.
Like, wait a second. Let's let the computer program, which processes, our
No, that's what goes through my head.
My coolness is 74%. There's a 76. Eliminate them. Just eliminate them.
And it also depends if it's like, oh, okay. I find like I look at girls and I'm like, oh, she's attractive, or oh, I don't think she's so attractive. So if I think they're attractive and they tell me that they have a crush on my boyfriend, I'm like, well, I think you're attractive, so he probably thinks you're attractive. So like, yeah, exactly. See,
But
Wait, does this happen often? Because there's many scenarios you seem to have been through. With
no,
this.
it doesn't. I do it in my mind.
Oh.
People don't come up to me and tell me they have a. They
Okay.
know
But I
better.
just want to say something about that, because this is important. Like, I think like a lot of growing up is like measuring yourself against other people. And that's kind of part of the process of growing up. But there are so
Not
many
good.
intangibles that you need to be aware exist, and those intangibles include, if you were to say, like, look at the guy that you like, and then look at Bradley Cooper or somebody like, you'd say, oh, like, technically Bradley Cooper is better looking if when I put it into the computer profile modeling scan than my boyfriend. But I love my boyfriend. I don't love Bradley Cooper. I
Not
just
yet.
find
Yeah.
him aesthetically pleasant.
Yeah, that's
And so a boy is perfectly capable of the same. Why is the phone ringing after we answer it?
Because
Just keep
It's
talking.
princess.
So does anyone want to talk about that? Because like do you get that like love is love and like you don't have to see everybody as a threat? Olivia, I think if you're trying to call, we don't think the phone is plugged in or something. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't even remember what we were saying, but the whole Bradley Cooper thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my best friend is in love with Joe Jonas.
I mean,
And-
who isn't?
No,
Me.
but this is different.
Okay.
Like, I even kind of believe that they're going to end up together.
Oh. Good news for Joe.
I know, 'cause she's awesome.
Yeah.
But she told her boyfriend, like, if Joe presented himself
Okay.
to me, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'd go for Joe Jonas.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of a distraction because we have to check and make sure that the phone is plugged in. And if someone can access the phone cord that plugs in back behind you, it's just these stools are quite massive. Don't stop calling if you're calling. We're just unable to answer the phone. Maddie.
I have a story while this tech is going on.
Plug the phone. Now it's time for me to get angry at someone who isn't present.
It's about there's no need to feel threatened by other people who look differently than you, whether you think it's better or worse.
Right.
So, there was this girl who this was like in 6th grade who I thought was well, we weren't exactly friends, like enemies either. We just kind of like knew each other.
Mhm.
And we were in a play together, and she asked someone, I guess, who was much closer to me, like who I liked, and apparently they told them. Great. And so she goes, so I know that you like this guy. And I was like, yeah, I do. And she goes, well, you know what? You better back the F off.
Oh my God!
Like, I was at the age where the F word was like the oh my God, she did not just go there. And so, and I was like, I didn't have any plans to, do anything at all. And she, you do, I swear, I will find you.
Wow.
I was the most terrified little girl.
How did she get to own him?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, is he all of a sudden your property?
Exactly.
Guess so.
But so that was my story about that, and I was terrified.
So that's
Like-
why it's like kind of scary to reveal a crush if someone else is feeling possessive. Like you're not even allowed to have feelings.
Yeah, I didn't even know that she liked him. It was just all of a sudden, and she didn't even like sugarcoat it. I was all, she was like, I know you like this guy, and I was like, yeah, I do. And she goes, well, you know what? And I was
Wow.
scariest thing ever.
If they're doing any casting for like Bad Girls Club, like in the
Yeah.
future,
I was
she'd
watching
be
that
really
today.
good.
Oh my God.
Have
really
you guys?
good.
I know. I
Okay.
shouldn't love it,
If
and then
you
it just
ev-
happens.
It's like such a good example of how to behave in a crisis. Everyone should watch. Ryan.
Okay, two things. One, that reminded me of, if you've ever watched the Amanda Show, they had the girls' room, which was exactly
Welcome
that.
to the girls' room.
Yeah, I don't know why I remember that, but
As you should.
it was great. If you guys don't remember, then never mind.
It's Amanda.
Yeah, it was the Amanda Show, but kind of similar to. I had someone tell me that they were going to kill me if I asked out the girl I liked because they really liked them. I asked her out anyways, and it was fine. But you happen to know them. But
I was way too terrified.
Interesting. Keo.
I think that you have the right to like not feel okay about it if somebody likes somebody you like.
Right.
But I mean,
can't
you
threaten.
can't do anything about it, and
You
like,
can't threaten people. That's kind
Yeah.
of like going on the internet and going, all right, everybody back off Niall.
right.
Like, doesn't Niall get to pick? I mean,
And
the-
then
the
Who's
other-
Niall?
Oh
like
my Lord.
You need to get in the app quickly. He is one of the directions.
Oh, I only know Harry.
and then as far as all the intangible stuff goes,
Yes?
that is like more true than people would assume. at
It's
least.
way more true. than
because
people-
like I've like tricked. It's been a trick to my like eye before. Like I've gone back and looked at somebody and been like, "Why did I like them?"
Yeah.
And then been like, "Oh,
Yeah,
They
if
don't
it
like-
were just a picture in a frame,
Yeah.
fine. But it's the personality
Right.
that's the girl. Sio.
Okay. I feel like in my head, I'm a lot tougher and like I'm portraying myself as a lot tougher because I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever threaten anybody. Because I mean, in my head, I would, but not out loud because I don't have the guts to do that. I just like I prefer it if my friends don't tell me that they like the person I'm going out with,
Right.
because I like
Yeah.
I'm just not very confident in myself in that way. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So it's like
but you
I
need
wish
to be.
I were that tough.
But I want you to be.
I try.
You
I'm
need to be.
trying. But it's
time.
hard
It's time.
because yeah.
Because you are a creature. There's nobody like you. And if somebody's in love with you, they really
Oh my god.
never who's going to compare. You need to know that.
Thank you.
Olivia.
Not even a human though.
No, I agree with Co. Like, I like to, in my head, like, I'm totally one of the bad girls in the bad girls club. Like, if something were to go down, if someone were to insult my friend,
You're ripping off
like,
a
I would
weave.
just, yeah, like, I'll tear your weave out. I will pull your earrings, and I will, cranberry juice. I will throw your stuff in the pool. But, like, in real life, I'll just be like, that's not cool, guys.
Sorry.
Don't do that again.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm looking at you mean
Yeah, like, look,
in my head.
yeah.
Do we have someone on the phone? Oh, so call back. 888-531-7117. We have plugged in our phone. It's technology. So I don't know what happened if maybe they tried to vacuum back there, which is like, that would be like some sort of like massively epic mission if you were attempting to move these gigantic stools and vacuum back there, or just decay and debris had that. What was the damage that you found back there that would have caused the phone to come out of the wall, Matt?
Oh, yeah, I have a mic. I think just a chair got onto the phone cord and pulled it out of the jack.
Maybe it's the same person that scratched up the bench.
Could
well,
be.
really figured out how the bench got.
Yeah.
Wait, so we don't know how this happened?
I never
Nuh-uh,
noticed
It's
it.
a mystery.
Maybe someone sleepwalks.
Today,
I
but it
sleepwalk.
literally looks like a psychotic
Maybe it was Adam's
cat
Empire.
It looks like
decided
someone
to
took a key to it and just
attack,
said,
but only one spot. There's
hate
like one circle.
Weezy so much.
They
it
probably
could've
had keys
been.
in their back pocket.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's probably what happened.
Problem solved. If you have any issues, just
Bless
give
you.
Kiamute a call. He'll solve them.
Bless you. Hello? Only one sneezing allowed.
Sorry.
Are we going to the phone call, Matt? Animagus.
Animagus.
Hello?
Hi, Weezy.
Was it you that was trying to call earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
I called twice, and I'm like, why isn't it working?
It was like you can. Wow! Did you
That
bad girls?
terrified me.
She bad girl screamed
I
it.
like calling in, okay?
I know you do, but the phone somehow got unplugged. We don't know what happened. Bless you,
Okay.
Ryan.
I see.
Lots of people are sneezing. Okay, so what's on your mind tonight?
Alrighty. Well, I was gonna say, because I was gonna elaborate on the Gavin thingy,
Oh, okay, go.
because
All right. Do you want to
Things
give
have
a little bit?
small things.
So
Anyway,
now,
so-
listen to me, young lady.
as you know,
No, wait. You listen to me. You need to speak in sound bites, which is like get this out in 20 seconds. So backstory,
Really? Okay.
yes, because
Okay.
we gotta. We don't have like a lot of lines. So when you're on the phone, the line is busy. So, and this is good for broadcasting. It's good practice. So backstory in 20 seconds, and then question in 20 seconds, and you can also say "God bless you" to Ryan.
okay, so, basically, Gavin started randomly talking to me after like 4 months of like completely no communication, and it was getting kind of weird because he was actually like getting to the point where he was starting to bug me like he did when he had a crush on me or whatever before we started dating. And then basically I asked him why he was like why he'd all of a sudden started talking to me, and he kind of just froze up and busied himself with something else. So now I kind of like him back too, but I'm not entirely sure what I want right now. But I'm thinking if he were to ask me out, I would probably just say, let's stay friends for a little bit, but because we need to earn some trust back from each other. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's a good idea, because I don't know what I should do anymore, because after we broke up, I heard some pretty nasty things coming from, like, the other side of the relationship that I didn't know about. And that kind of upset me. And then, yeah.
Well,
So,
it definitely
what do you
sounds
think?
to me like he wants you back if he's acting the way he did the first time he had a crush on you. So there was 4 months of non-communication, and now suddenly he's acting like he did when he first had a crush on you. There's a certain way that guys act when they like a girl, and it sounds to me like he wants you back. And I like I like what you came up with, which is to say, let's just stay friends a little while longer. I could like you potentially, but at the moment, we have some trust to earn back. You said it really maturely, I thought. Anyone else want to weigh in here?
Yeah, but I haven't said that to him yet. I'm just like,
I know, but I like
okay,
what you're
if he says
thinking.
something,
Yeah. No, I get that you haven't said it yet. I just like the way you're going, and I like the way you're thinking. Any
Mm-hmm.
other thoughts? Of what one of the dangers of going back with an ex is that whatever problems were in the relationship in the first place are going to recur. So at first it's like, yay, we're back together, and then it's like, oh my god, I remember why we broke up.
And then you write a song
Yeah,
like
but it
Taylor
was like
Swift.
stupid problems. It was like I was too clingy, and I couldn't realize that until I look back now, and I'm like, why the heck did I do any of that stuff?
Okay, so if somebody
Like,
has
I called
learned,
him, I tried calling and texting him every night, and I
Yeah.
like blew up his phone with text, and
no,
it was
you can't
horrible.
do that. No, you can't do that.
And I'm
so
like,
if somebody has learned,
"Ugh."
if somebody has grown, then you have that conversation about what will be different this time, and you have it in advance. Olivia, did you want to say something?
I just think that if it didn't work out the first time, it didn't work for a reason.
But she learned
Yeah.
that she can't like over text.
Good, and you can use that when you date somebody else.
Kyo?
Mhm.
I think I disagree. I mean, I think people change, and even if like it happened for a reason, I think the reason can be fixed.
I know a lot of people who are married because they broke up and they spent a year apart and they realized that there wasn't anybody that was better for them, but then they got back together. Like, so lots of times when people break up, it's either they break up for good or it's they break up to get back together and get married. Like, I know so many couples like that. It's weird.
Yeah, because it wasn't like an aggressive breakup. Like, it
Right.
wasn't just fighting or anything.
Mhm.
It was just like really stupid reasons. Like, I was too stupid to figure out that something was wrong. And like, I asked him if something was wrong, and he's just like, "Oh no, it's okay." And I'm pretty sure he just didn't want to make me feel upset or anything. But like, I could still kind of tell that something was okay. Like, it's actually proven that 70% of all women ask their spouses questions that they already know the answer to.
That's true. Wow,
Like-
you've been doing some reading. Ryan.
I mean, I kind of see what Olivia's saying about that. If it didn't work the first time, it's not going to work,
Mhm.
from there on out. And I think it depends on the issue, because,
Yeah.
like, if it's a small issue and it's like over texting, I think that can be fixed. But if it's something where like
Yeah.
you two just aren't compatible as people, then you know what I mean. It's just not worth
Yeah.
trying again.
Just
Oh,
like
Maddie?
the arguing and stuff. Like, we didn't do arguing.
You
It
didn't
was
do
just
arguing.
no communication.
No communication.
Yeah.
Okay, Maddie.
I think also the way he responds to you, like, if he asks you out again and you say, let's just be friends, the way he responds to that could be very telling of your then continued relationship. Because I had a friend who broke up with her boyfriend, and then when he asked her out again, she said, I think I do want to be with you, but I think we should just be friends for a little bit. He flipped out and was like, obviously you don't care about me, you hate me, and it was just
He didn't
because-
pass that test.
no, yeah, so he was very upset about that too.
That's
Sio?
I I agree with both sides, I guess. I think what you said, like regain trust, is really important. I think it's really important to like become friends again, sort of, before you start going out. But I don't think
Yeah,
it's like
sorry, go.
but I don't think it's like the last relationship you'll ever have with this guy, you know? I mean, I think
Oh, yeah.
there
There's
can
probably
be
too much
another one.
unfinished business. We're going to have to jump off and move on to the next question. Thank you so much
Bye.
for calling and let us know what
Bye.
happens. We are 71 Midnight Singer. Our place post. Okay, is this sexually abuse? This 43-year-old, my parents know, and that is living with us, and he always is touching my legs and grabbing my ass, sorry for the language, and pinching it and looking at it and always massaging my legs and saying I'm beautiful. Is that sexually abuse? That's how she terms it. It's clearly over the line. That is sexual abuse. No question about it. Ryan's hand is up.
Yeah, I read this one when you sent us the email of what we're gonna be discussing today, and I was just like, why is that a question?
Because little kids don't know
Wait,
what
no,
to
I
expect
realized that.
from
I realized that. No, I totally
Yeah.
realized that. I just like my instinct. That was like my instinct, and then
right. An
eventually I
adult
figured
would
it out.
say, "Why is this a question?" A child would say, "The 43-year-old is the boss of me." And I'm supposed
There's
to.
a 43-year-old, and you're not, and his hands are where they should not be. Like, there's just no.
Yeah, just no, just plain no, Maddie.
I heard, is this sexual abuse? And then a 43-year-old, and I
Yeah.
got worried. yes, obviously that is sexual abuse.
Right,
please
but
talk to someone
and
about
so
that.
the conversation went on in the app where she was saying she kept saying, but how do I tell my parents? Really thinks that her parents will side with the guy. And you know what? In a lot of homes and in a lot of villages and in a lot of areas, a kid will say, this person is being, inappropriate, and the parents yell at the kid, like, how dare you say that? So it's not always the easiest thing in the world to tell when someone is being a creeper.
But
Olivia.
don't let yourself
This
continually
would still be
abused.
sexual abuse even if she was the same age as him. If
Yeah,
somebody's
it's
touching you
unwanted
and
touching.
you don't want them to be,
It's called unwanted attention. They give seminars in this that when you start in any workplace, they
Yeah.
will make you watch a movie that makes everyone giggle, but it's actually something.
no, it's really serious.
Yeah.
And you need to tell your parents. And I mean, that's it. You have to
You
to
can
speak
also
up for
spin
yourself.
around and look at him and say, "Stop touching me." And
Yeah.
if you say it loud enough and a bunch of people hear, let him get embarrassed because he's the one being a creep. Ryan.
If it's something like this where you're like not arguing with your parents and they end up yelling at you, this is something I've learned. If it's like something real that you have to get across and they don't believe you or something, so they yell at you. You know what I mean? Like,
There's a million other adults in the world who agree with you, like everyone in this room, where you say, this is unacceptable.
Right.
And this is making me extremely uncomfortable. Stop, Olivia.
Also, if you tell your school, especially because he lives with you, I'm sure that they can get somebody to your house who will remove him. Like, you're not in trouble here. You're not doing anything wrong.
No, but you can't promise her that her parents
No.
won't freak out and
I'm
blame
not saying
her
that,
for
but
something that
I'm
isn't
just-
her fault. Because it does happen a lot of times when you report an adult. It's a coach who's a beloved figure in the neighborhood, and how dare you say that about this person?
Well,
it can
how
be really
dare they hurt you?
Exactly. We have a caller. Hello.
One more time.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi. Who's this?
Dogs Rock.
Hi. How are you? Thanks for calling in.
Hi.
Do you have a question, or do you want about?
I actually have a question. Just
Okay.
hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, she's on the phone. Seriously.
Oh.
The phone.
gosh, we're just talking to her. There are
Yeah.
7 people here waiting to hear what she
yeah,
has
go
to
ahead.
say.
Okay, so I like this boy at my school.
Right.
And I've been, I talked to him for a while at a banquet, but I'm not sure if, he likes me back. And we only talked once, and I don't know whether I should get, if I should, get him, a little secret Valentine to put in his locker or something.
Okay, boys on the panel, do you spend in more than 10 minutes at a banquet talking to a girl that you are just friendly with? Or, how would a girl know that you like her as more than a friend? Like, how much time do you spend talking to someone that you like a little bit more than a friend, Ryan?
I mean, if they're my close friend, and they're like a really
At the same banquet, you might.
then I will talk to them because just because I'm talking to them as my friend. But if I don't know them that well,
She doesn't know him. It was
right,
just this one banquet.
then he's definitely interested. I mean,
I think so.
If someone came up to me and I didn't know them well and they started talking to me and I wasn't really interested, I'd listen to what they have to say because they're no less creditable as a person.
Right.
But I don't know. I wouldn't be as encouraged to continue the conversation.
Or you'd be like, okay, this girl's going to think I like her. Time to move to another table.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, he's not gonna lead you on.
Right. Go ahead, Q.
I'll talk to somebody for longer than 10 minutes if I think they're interesting.
Right. But you're...
But if I feel like they're getting the wrong idea,
Right.
and I don't, then I'll I'll give a subtle hint that I'm not.
So should she make a move in between Valentine and this
Yes.
conversation? Should be like, you know what, I really like talking to you. Like, we should hang out. Like, should she say? Is there an in between maneuver? Because we have a little bit of time before Valentine's Day. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Olivia.
just keep talking to him. And if you talk to him, I don't know, I think at least a couple more times before Valentine's Day, sure, get him a candy bar. It doesn't need to be an engagement ring, but, just something. It's nice.
I mean,
It's also kind of cool if you have 3 candy bars, you give them to 2 of your girlfriends and him.
Yeah.
So, you can't. No, Ryan's going no. What does Wheezy know about kids?
If a girl if my her 2 close girlfriends a candy bar and she's giving her friends candy bars, that'd be it.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't go,
Yeah.
oh, wait, I'm the only boy, maybe?
Nope, because I don't keep track of who. I don't have a candy bar tracker. Girl
I
got
do.
it, girl got it, guy got it. It's just no.
If-
I mean,
if
I'd be
you
I'd be
if you
happy
like
that
someone,
she noticed me.
You're looking that the person likes you if you like someone. I know. I always.
No, I mean, like, I'd noticed that she gave me the candy bar, but I wouldn't make the connection
it's a
that
bead
it's
in her
anything more
hand.
than, like, it's no different than giving me one only than giving, like, her two best friends one and me one.
Kyo.
Why not give him a little, like, candy bar? He's not going to see it and be like,
Yeah.
what is this?
How dare you?
I mean, give him a Valentine's Day present. It's fine.
I've never seen you move that much.
Kyo's coming into it. Boom.
Oh, that was great.
How dare you?
That was great. Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that.
I love the act out. It was great. You should be auditioning with Olivia.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, dude. And he plays the cello, so.
There you go.
I say go for it, but talk to him. Is there a place or time where you could talk to him in between now and Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Do it. Please do it. And let us know what
Okay.
happens. You can do this. Dogs rock and so do you. All right, so give us a call. We are Our Place Out Loud. It's like, oh, Weezy just embarrassed all of us, honestly.
Oh, God.
Charlie Twiz. All right. Charlie Twiz. I went back to school today after the holidays, about 2 to 3 weeks since I had the fight with my best friend. So, just weigh in if you've ever had this experience. She had a fight with her best friend, before the break. She went back to school, and after 2 to 3 week break, and she nearly broke down crying 3 times today. I saw her everywhere, and we were both obviously avoiding each other. I can't not see her. I don't want to keep fighting, but I don't know if I want to make up either. I just want to cry and hug her and tell her I'm sorry. Olivia.
If you want to cry and tell her, be her friend.
Yeah.
And you should cry and tell her you're
if there's
sorry.
anything-
Cry and tell her you're sorry.
You know what? If passion is fueling anything in your life, then
yeah.
it's worth delving into and exploring it. Why do I feel like crying? Why do I feel like laughing? Why do I feel like smiling? Why is my heart beating faster? Why? If these things are happening and they're fueled by some kind of passion, then it's not over. Something needs to be attended to. Ryan.
So I wouldn't say a similar scenario, but a fight with a close friend. We weren't like best friends, but we're really good friends. He took me on a family vacation with him, where his family was like, "Oh, you can bring a friend."
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we kind of just like stopped talking. And this was like last year, and I didn't understand like why, because for me it was just like totally out of the ordinary. Like, why are you being mean to me and not talking to me? Because some things would also be mean, and it just confused me. And I still don't know. But in the past year or so, like progressively, it's been getting a little bit better. And then like especially this week, we've been totally like talking because we have common friends and like talking nicely. And like I don't know, it's nice to have a friend back. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't make much of it.
It's like kind of a relief. Like,
I just can't-
oh
yeah.
my God, like I remember this person just in my life and that mattered to me. And now when I think about him, I don't have to get that awful feeling. And
Yeah.
that's so cool. Olivia.
I actually had this exact situation with my best friend freshman year, and we didn't talk all of winter break, and we've been best friends since we were 6. So it was a huge just gap in my life, and I spent a lot of time at Universal Studios in that time, but we
Good
got
move.
back to school, and we had to take the bus to the other campus. And, I mean, there was no way we were not going to see each other. And she just sat down next to me on the bus. And this is like a 5-minute ride from campus to campus. And we just kind of looked at each other and were like, we can't not be friends. I have
Who
so
said
much
that?
I have to tell you.
Who said that? I just
Um,
thought it.
We just kind of said it at the same time. I was like, hey. And she was like, hey. And I was like, hey, why? And she's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm like, can we just stop? And she's like, yeah. So...
And you gave her a candy bar?
I did.
Where there are emotions
so
like
many.
that?
There were. This is actually how I talk. I don't know if you guys noticed. There's a lot of this.
Throwing your words at people.
So yeah.
Take my words. Just take
Just
them.
take them, please, and digest them. See you.
Okay, so you should not do what I did.
Yeah.
Because-
Don't anyone ever do. Please.
Don't take her
You
advice this
shouldn't.
show.
Yeah, honestly, some of my advice is all right, but
Yeah,
my
it's been good.
experiences, like what I've done, is not very ideal.
Well said.
It's you know. So I got into a fight with one of my closest friends. We're acquaintances now. Like we did not go back to the really close friend stage because I couldn't stand her. It got to the point where I couldn't stand her. So we got into a fight, and I felt like she was like, talking would have been great, but no, I decided to be passive aggressive and not talk to her. Even though we had the same first period and we saw each other all the time, I would just walk right past her and laugh very it's really
my
bad.
goodness.
I would laugh really loud so she could hear that I was having a good time. And it worked because like after a month or so she was like, "Hi, can we talk?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And so we went out.
Just going.
We went out in the hall.
You knew what I knew. That's so funny, but you don't.
Exactly, and I wasn't even having that much fun. It's just the thought of like revenge in my head was like fueling me. It's really bad. Like I was bad.
But all right, Jake has a point. Wait, come back to that because we have a
Okay.
caller and Jake has to say something. Okay.
I don't get how friends fight. I've had one fight with a friend, and that was with Ryan over whether or not he could cheat in Minecraft.
Oh God! Oh God! Wait,
That
but
was a dark
wasn't even
day,
That wasn't even a
Ryan.
fight. That was a short argument.
It was a short
We
argument.
went up to Mammoth and we were playing Minecraft, and Jake likes to do it by the rules, and I'm not very good at the game.
What is up
and
with that?
Wait, are you talking about the time when we went to Mammoth, or the first time you let me play? All right, because we argue about Minecraft a lot. It's the only thing we argue about.
course.
It's really the only thing
I
we
mean,
argue
it's
about.
passion fueled, right?
And yeah, we get up there, and I'm not very good at the game, and I'm not good at finding my resources and my coal, and he's there like, hey, look at all this gold. And I'm like, yeah, I wish I had some of that. Wish I could just spawn it right over here. But he wouldn't let me. And I was like, why did you can play by the rules and I can cheat? And he's like, nope, we have to play by the same rules.
But
And I
if
was
you
like,
can spawn infinite amounts of gold, you overinflate the gold economy, and it becomes useless.
there's no
Thank
economy
you.
with two people playing.
But I have all this gold, and it's so cool.
You see? And this is...
Let's table this and take a phone call.
Yes, Super Pandas is on the line.
Ah, did you hear us address your question, Miss Pandas?
Yep.
Oh, I guess she's not happy with the answers. All right, did you have something you wanted us to know about your situation?
No, I just want to say hi and stuff.
Oh, are you like talking on the phone when you're not supposed to be on the phone?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, howdy.
Well, we'll be really quiet so no one can hear us in the household. But we did ask your question.
Yeah, I heard.
Okay. Did you have anything you wanted to say other than hi?
Oh, I want to say congrats to Jake on the robot thingy.
Yep. He was the man. She's congratulating you on the robot trophies and the robot pins and the robot medals.
Thank you. I'm very awesome.
Yes. And Jake's going to learn how to program the robot next year. Correct, Jake?
I started learning today.
You
Don't
did.
cheat.
Mine gold with your robot. Jakey is awesome. So would you like to stay on the phone with us as we ask the next question, which is going to be from Superstar?
I would love to.
Okay, so has been friends with somebody for years now. I do not have very many friends, so I hang out with them at noon hour at lunch. It's cool. Anyway, so not long ago, she told me that I am trying to friend from her. She thinks that we have a kind of an inside joke and that she does not know about. I told her that I wasn't, but I really don't think she believes me, so I want to know what I should do. Please help me because my sister and I get along really good and I want it to be like that forever. So that's really cool that she wants to stay best friends with her sister forever. But they share the same lunch friend. Is that healthy or unhealthy? Should we let Super Pandas answer first?
Yeah,
Ryan?
we should.
Yeah.
I do think that is an okay situation, but you might want to sit down and talk with your sister and your friend about the issue,
Mm-hmm.
because she might not believe you if only you are telling her.
And also,
But
like
you
when
get that friend.
yeah, and also like when you're
Decide.
all having lunch together, make sure that you don't like whisper things in the best friend's ear that feel like you're excluding
that's
your sister.
not gonna help at all.
No, exactly. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, that was one really good point. And then also that like my initial thought was your sister and you get along really well. Like, you know, my brother, if I started hanging out with him and his friends, he'd be like, "Can you leave me alone?" Like, he loves me, but he's my brother. And so, I mean, yeah, I think if you get along with your sister really well and you're just like totally like open to her and just say, you know, look, I really don't have a lot of friends. I'm around you too. Like, that'll probably more likely like touch her than it will make her annoyed.
Yeah, exactly. If you compliment her and tell her that, you know, my relationship honestly tell you, you know, as a grown woman, like my friends, or my 3 best cousin friends. I mean, we almost don't need like other people because we have, because we are so close. So it's not that I don't love my friends. I totally love my friends. It's just your sister is going, this friend may go off to a different college or whatever, but your sister's really going to be your best friend for your lifetime. And so that relationship is like hugely important. So if you were to sit down and say that to her, like she'd probably start bawling, because it's so sweet. Keo.
Something like this happened to me with my 2 of my friends, whom I consider to be like family. They're like, I would call them my brother from another mother. or
Yeah.
whatever. And but it was for when we were first forming the relationship, kind of, and one of them I could tell he like felt left out because one of my friends I had all of my classes with, and one of them I had like 2 classes with, and so I was forming inside jokes with the friend that I had all my classes with, and I noticed, so I started, for one, like including him a lot more, the friend that I didn't have a lot of classes with, and paying attention more to him sometimes when we were hanging out because we didn't have as much time, whereas the other friend.
Right.
And I started making inside jokes with both, and
Right.
like when like my friend would say, "So you guys are better friends. You guys have like inside jokes." Well, I have inside jokes with you too, and you two
Yeah.
have inside jokes without me, so
And
I
another
kind of make it feel equal.
Yeah, that can make it try to feel equal, but it can also put like a lot of burden on you. And like, what if you just said, like, when you're doing the inside jokes or the inside nicknames or whatever, like you say to the person who's there, like, "Oh, the reason this is funny is da da da," and then suddenly they're included.
Right.
Just tell them.
Just tell them.
Maddie.
I'm not really sure how like same gender siblings work because I have a brother.
Mm-hmm.
But like the relationship between me and my brother is very different than a lot of my friends who have the same gender siblings.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, obviously, I'm not really sure how much sibling rivalry plays in with siblings who are like both the same.
Boy, and,
Yeah.
girls, both girls.
Because me and my brother, like, if I started hanging out like with his friends, like if I say hi to him in the hallway, he'll give me a look, like, "Don't even touch me or else." Look.
When he's with his friends.
No, even just like when someone in the school has a pair of
at
eyes
school.
anywhere.
Oh, okay.
It's like when I was in 6th grade, I tried to hug him, and it was pretty much the worst day of the month.
Oh no.
It was like panic attack. He almost like threw me to the ground.
Oh,
It was
no.
like, "Get off of me."
That's not fair, poor Maddie. I
Yeah,
don't like
and,
it.
and that night at dinner, it was very, very strict about, "You are not to make any kind of contact
Oh
with
my
me
gosh.
at the school."
Get over
Am I
yourself,
understood?
Benji? Gosh.
I know.
I like Benji
That's
taking a
not
stand for himself.
Oh, you're like, yeah, go Team
go
Benji. Go Team Benji.
So I'm pretty sure that that's not how it's going to go with your sister. But I mean, just be prepared for her to say, "Well, I just want you to understand that that's my friend, and I really don't know how comfortable I feel with you being, as a third in the relationship."
All right, well, we're going to let Super Pandas get off the phone in case she gets in trouble, and we're going to jump to the next question and I think this is a really intriguing question because there's 3 minutes, and let's handle it. But Lucifer Hynix, who's been like a complicated kid, she's got a lot of really, really excellent qualities, but sometimes life gets her a little bit down. She wrote, "I'm a sadist. I want to hurt my dad. I want him gone. I want to overwork him. I want to hurt his feelings, exclude him, break his spirit. Why am I like this?" And then Anonymous 123 wrote, "I'm like that with my mom." Okay, are these common feelings to be this angry at a parent? Co.
Yeah. I'm angry at my mom and her partner all the time. Like, very angry. Like, I just want to throw dishes at them and hurt. But I don't. I mean, when I was younger, I threw an umbrella at my mom and I threw a computer at her partner. But I've gotten over that.
But you can pick up a computer.
Like a desktop?
Is very
no,
impressive.
not a desktop. Like, but it was an old laptop.
Oh, all right,
It
an
was
old
big.
laptop. All right, Olivia.
I get being angry, and I get sometimes wanting to hurt somebody. But I mean, if you're acting on it on the regular, you should see someone about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
almost too much rage. What she described.
Yeah, and I mean, without a reason, especially.
I would say that you could storm up to your room, slam the door, and type this in any given moment, and then hopefully a half hour later be not ready to inflict harm upon your father. But we've all felt that way in moments. But if this is how you feel, what I just expressed, if that's how you feel constantly, then yeah. Who wanted to talk, or you just want me to know that the show's almost over? Okay. Does anyone have a point they want to get in? Co. Not really. Jakey. No, don't apologize. I apologize.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not
This
sorry.
is just about robotics for one more time.
Okay.
We have so many ukulele playing people, and they bring
What?
so many ukuleles that my teacher has banned ukuleles unless she has a tropical themed drink with an umbrella like the little umbrella in it. So we are bringing a lounge chair, a glass of fruit punch or a Hawaiian punch, and a little umbrella, just so that we can sing ukulele songs
tomorrow?
all
Pineapple
day.
slice.
Can I
Pineapple
come?
slice.
Bring
No.
the inflatable lounge
You cannot
chairs.
come.
I cannot come
Pineapple
with my camera.
slices.
I'm going to come with my camera. Uh-oh, death stare. Thank you so much for being here.
Our
Place Out
place.
Loud. Our place.
place.
Roll that. Next week. Bye-bye.